Keys to the game. Don't burden your loved ones with planning your memorial after you're gone. Pre-plan your memorial and trust the family at McCall Monument, the area's leading monument designer and installer on Old Highway 163 West in Pella. Tonight's game time temperature is presented by Van Haften Plumbing and Heating. I got 1 degrees. That would be actually 1 degree, singular. We don't even get the degrees. 1 degree. It's been a cold one, buddy.
And there's no end, at least in the next 4, 5, 6. By this weekend, it's even supposed to be more miserable. So we'll look back on this and say, that 1 degree felt nice.
Well, of course, it is nice and comfortable inside of the Pella High School gymnasium. And if your home isn't staying comfortable during this bitter cold snap of an Iowa winter, make sure that you call on the heating and cooling experts at Van Haften Plumbing and Heating. You'll rest easy when you pick up the phone and hear
Van Haften.
All right, let's take a time out inside of our KRLS Radio pregame show. When we come back, we'll get you the colors of the game presented by Lampert Lumber, as well as your starting lineups presented by Menninga Pest Control. You are listening to Pella High Basketball powered by Bank Iowa on the KRLS 2 stream at KNIAKRLS.com, Knoxville, Pella. More of the Midtown Tire Team Radio pregame show coming up right after this.
Make sure you sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. Call Menninga Pest Control.
The only way to make sure the bed bugs don't bite is to make sure you don't have bed bugs at all. At Menninga Pest Control, we have the equipment and the experience to rid your home of these annoying pests and help you get your full REM sleep. I'm Sean with Menninga Pest Control, and I want to kill your bugs.
Call 628-3198. Menninga Pest Control.
Some people think I'm crazy, but I love watching the snowfall. And as we get settled in for these winter months here in Iowa, think about how your family spends those snow days or snowed-in nights. If your family is like mine, we all rely heavily on our internet service. And if you don't have that reliable internet where you live, I invite you to check out US Cellular's high-speed internet service for your home. Reliable service, easy setup, and affordable prices. See store for more details. Strouber Cellular, your locally owned authorized agent for US Cellular in downtown Pella.
The wipers in the car go swish, 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 swish. The wipers in the car go swish, swish, swish at Central Tire and Auto.
Winter brings slushy, sleety, icy weather that's even more annoying if your wipers can't keep your windshield clean. For tires, front end work, their no appointment oil change, full mechanical work on your vehicle, and the important little things like new wipers, stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella.
At Central Tire and Auto.
The goal is always to live a life worth remembering. At McCall Monument, the goal is to make remembering beautiful and lasting. Even if you choose to be cremated, you can have that custom you tribute. McCall Monument wants to create a place for friends and family to reminisce and smile as they reflect on your life.
In all our years in business, we have never called on a grieving family, and we never will. In your family's time of need, our family is here for you. When you're ready, when it's time, call McCall Monument.
Memories become treasure. McCall Monument.
The staff at Van Manen, Seatstra, Meyer, and Nickel is excited to announce the 2 new members of our team.
Hi, I'm Chandler Brunsting.
And I'm Tanner Van Manen. Chandler and I will be providing individual and business income tax preparation services as well as small business accounting services to our clients.
With the new health guidelines, in-office meetings aren't possible, but please know that you will still receive the same individualized attention and dedicated service through phone calls, virtual meetings, and email correspondence.
Save time and gain peace of mind with Van Manen, Seatstra, Meyer, and Nickel.
Check out some of our hottest deals of the week available right now at the Hy-Vee stores in Pella and Knoxville. Select varieties of Frito-Lay Lay's or Lay's Kettle Cooked Chips are just $1.68 a bag, limit 3. 80/20 rolls of lean ground beef are only $1.97 each, limit 4. And select varieties of Jack's Original Pizzas are just $1.88 each, limit 4. Take advantage of these and other hot deals now through Tuesday, February 9th at the Pella and Knoxville Hy-Vees.
Welcome back inside of the Midtown Tire Team Radio pregame show. Right as we come back, they're getting us set for the national anthem, so another quick timeout, and then we'll be back for the finale of our Midtown Tire Team Radio pregame show.
Please cheer up your players and coaches with positive comments and behavior, and respect the decisions of the officials. We thank you for your cooperation. On behalf of the Colorado Booster Club, we'd like to thank Premier Corporation for sponsoring tonight's basketball game. Premier delivers a real impact through the design, manufacturing support, high-quality industrial and agricultural equipment. They are proud of what they do and how they do it. By building the best and giving back to the communities their team members call home. That includes giving back to public community schools, equipping the schools to do more for their students. Good luck to the Lady Dutch and Dutch tonight. And now, if you please rise as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem. And now let's introduce the starting lineup for tonight's game. First, for the visitors, Grinnell.
The Grinnell Tigers are in their black jerseys with the white letters.
The junior, number 14, Sydney Grinnell. The junior, number 20, Ivy Smith. The sophomore, number 23, Leah Harris. The junior, number 40, Meredith McKnight. And the sophomore, number 42, Hayden Hall. The Tigers are coached by John Henson and assisted by Claire Maloney, Mark Bennett, and Casey McDermott.
Schmidt, Harris, McKnight, and Hall. The Pella Lady Dutch are 10-9 overall.
And now for your Pella Lady Dutch. The junior, number 4, Reagan McMahon.
radio scoreboard. Trevor Castle, Brian Vanderloon with you live inside of our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. And we're almost ready for the opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply in Pella, your only locally owned lumberyard and building material supplier. Grinnell from right to left, Pella left to right. The final game of the Little Hawkeye Conference regular season coming up on Thursday against Pella Christian. This is the second to last one here tonight against the Grinnell Tigers. It'll be Nag and Schmidt to jump it up in the center circle. Opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply. Ball is in the air. We are underway with high school basketball tonight on KNIA-KRLS.com. And it's Schmidt for three from the top of the key. She won the tip, got the pass back, and knocked it down.
No hesitation at all in that. Just she's a good ball player. I've watched her play a few times over the years, and she's just really quality player.
And now Nag was trying to post up. The pass sailed over her head. Reagan Van Wyk happened to be cutting on the baseline, catches it, circles back out to the top of the key, misses a three, and Schmidt rebounds for Grinnell. Here come the Tigers. Three ball from McKnight, left wing, no good. Nice rebound, Reagan Van Wyk. Grinnell is a volume three-point shooting team. They are not afraid to let it fly.
Yeah, they all kind of play the same, where they kind of camp out at that three-point line. They'll pump fake if you come out flying at them, then they dish to somebody else that's standing at the three-point line.
Pella turned it over. Now Hall on the other end for three. Rims out, no good. Offensive rebound, Harris for the Tigers. They leave her open on the left wing, and now Grinnell sets up the offense.
Pella in a 2-3 zone, so we'll see. That's sometimes tough to cover all that ground in a zone. We'll see if they stay in that very long.
Especially against a team that likes to shoot the three, get a lot of long rebounds, and it's tough to cover everybody up.
Absolutely. We already saw that. So we'll see once how that goes. At least they're forcing them to slow it down a little bit. We'll see if the Dutch try to set the tempo, because sometimes Pella can get lulled to sleep on defense. So hopefully they can stay attentive with their zone defense.
Not much movement out of the Grinnell offense right now. Now Schmidt takes it down the right side of the lane, passes it out to Hall. Skip pass left side by Harris. Now she drives on Vanderwall down the left side of the lane, stops and circles it back out to Schmidt between the rings. Harris shot fake, skip pass right side. Hall drives around Nag, gets inside, and Peterson reaches in and fouls.
There's that pump fake that I was telling you about. When we come to cover up on the outside, we came out not under control and pump fake, and she went right past us and created a foul situation.
And Grinnell thought they were shooting free throws. It is a foul on the floor. So the Tigers to trigger it in from underneath their own offensive bucket, left side of the floor. And Ryan, it looks like it's...
I'm a little surprised by how deliberate Grinnell is with this, that they aren't a little more attacking, but maybe there's just early heavyweight kind of getting feel for things.
Here's a scoop shot from underneath the basket, no good. Rebounded by Peterson. And now Anna Vanderwall pushes for Pella. Deers left wing three. Boom!
There we go.
Faith Deers ties it at three. We've played 2:15 in the first quarter.
No hesitation there either from Faith, so that's great for her confidence. So I know she had a good first half, I believe, at Grinnell and hit a few of those threes early, so that's great for her and the team.
High post McKnight, Hall right side, skip pass to Harris on the left wing, drives in on Vanderwall, bounce pass out. Hall fires a three, no good. Rebound, Pella fighting, Van Wyk and Nag are both there. Those are one of the, it goes out of bounds.
Yeah.
You'd like to have a little communication there to make sure that one of the two teammates can grab it.
Yeah, they both were doing what they were supposed to do, but it just kind of bounced off as they both were battling, and I don't think they realized that they were battling each other.
Now Schmidt with Peterson defending, fires it out to Kenkel. Left side Harris for three is off the mark, and Reagan Van Wyk cleans up the Pella rebound. We're tied at three. We've played almost 3 minutes.
She was lucky there. She actually kind of got that caught on her waist, and they didn't call her for a double dribble.
Vanderwall a long three that's no good. Rebounded by Deers for Pella. Lady Dutch get an offensive rebound off a missed three. Now Van Wyk drives, bounce pass to Vanderwall. Right-hand dribble on the wing. Trying to clear things out. Nag has it up high. Drives in left side. Bounce pass Van Wyk on the baseline. Nice slip pass by Nag, and Van Wyk pays it off with the two.
Good job of a backdoor there by Van Wyk and an even better pass.
So Pella's got a 5-3 advantage here in the first quarter. And the Tigers have the ball. Into the post. Up and under move. Kick out to Harris. Pella not letting him get much inside. There's a drive, however, by Schmidt, and she somehow fights up a tough shot from 10 feet away and knocks it in.
Yeah, I was talking to a Pella fan who's watched her play a lot more than I did, and he said that she's got an uncanny ability to finish on those little runners, little things like that around the rim that you don't see a lot of gals have that ability to score when they run into the post player that's helping out.
Neg post up, double team, kick out to Vanderwall. Now Peterson fires right side. Van Wyk drives in on Schmidt. Back to Peterson at 17 feet. Faces up and gives it to Vanderwall. Inside to Neg. Through a double team. Up with the left hand. No good. And rebounded by the Tigers.
She kind of got banged as she was receiving the pass. Never quite regained her balance.
3-ball McKnight left wing. Yes. And Grinnell in a blink has retaken the lead 8-5.
I'm a little surprised, like I said, when they let it fly, I'm surprised at sometimes how they've let a minute or so go off with their patience.
Here's Deers on a nice drive, got around her defender and banks it in from 7 feet away left side.
Nice little runner herself there, Faith. Good job.
8-7 Grinnell, 3:14 remaining first quarter. Kick out, Hall shot fake on the three. Now McKnight for three, rims out no good, and Peterson does a nice job sealing off the rebound, and Pella's got it down by 1. Neg just to the left of the top of the key, can't hit the three. Rebound bounces around, controlled eventually by Harris. Both teams have multiple substitutions waiting to get in, but we haven't had a whistle in a couple of minutes. Schmidt, left elbow jumper, yes.
She's just very smooth. She just looks like she's under control always. She just plays the game well.
In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella. Schmidt hit a three-pointer about 5 seconds into the game. The Tigers struck first, and right now they lead 10-7. In case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
They're the veterinarians.
Vanderwall for three for the tie.
Rainbow.
And it's a 10-10 ball game as Anna Vanderwall knocks it down, and we get a quick Pella Hy-Vee timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout called by the Lady Dutch. So nice to see some good shooting out of Pella. We've gotten threes from Deers and Vanderwall, and we're tied at 10.
Yeah, we need some extra help with Neg because, the teams know that she's our leading scorer by far, and I'm sure the scouting report is basically stop Neg and then let everybody else just try to beat them. So that's great that the other gals have really stepped up here in the first quarter, and good for our confidence. Got to keep building on that.
10-10 ball game, and we've got our first Strawberry Cellular Instant Radio update. It's PCM 9, South Hamilton 3 at the end of the first quarter.
We had some gals that were a little gassed. I think they would come out at about the 4-minute mark, so they went about 2 minutes longer into the quarter than they normally do for that first sub. So
Talkie, Warner, Naminga all check in for the Lady Dutch. Vanderwall stays on the floor, as does Deers. 10-10 game, 2 minutes and 18 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. And the Tigers have it. They've also got a couple of subs into the game, including Caitlin Van Compernol, who had the ball. Pass it off to Keely Idle. And they've also checked Lauren Pease into the game. So both teams with multiple substitutions.
Oh, that should be Pella.
That was a throwaway by Grinnell. Was it tipped by Pella? The official underneath us says yes. It's into the Pella bench on the far side of the floor.
I can't believe he didn't see it the way I did. We had the same angle. Unbelievable. Maybe that's why I got out of reffing.
I could be. 10-10 game, and Grinnell's got it with Schmidt. Driving around Vanderwall, stop and pop to Campernol. Kick out right side, controlled by Kenkel. Now bounce pass to the elbow.
She doesn't want to do much. Well, there she's going to try to do a little something.
Drive and a kick. Idle for three, no good. Goes high off the backboard. Offensive rebound controlled by Pease, and another opportunity for Grinnell. This is Schmidt. She scored 7 of their 10 points. Drives and kicks. Right-hand dribble with Warner defending. Pass is tipped, and Schmidt picks it up in front of the scores table. Norwalk and DCG tied 13-13 as we get another Schmidt three-pointer. And that was a Strawberry Cellular Instant Radio update, but Ivy Schmidt's got 10, and the Tigers lead by 3. And a whistle and a travel called on Mia Warner.
Kind of an unforced there as we were faking a back door and kind of out-faked Mia a little bit and kind of dragging her back foot a little bit.
Well, as we talked in pregame, Brian, Grinnell's going to force enough turnovers. You don't want to give up the unforced ones.
Yeah, they're going to be in your face enough that the easy ones, the bad passes, the kind of losing your concentration for a moment or two, those hurt any team. But against a team like Grinnell, I think this is going to be a back-and-forth battle. We got to stay stay close here this first half.
13-10. Grinnell has a 3-point advantage with under a minute to go in the opening quarter. Right to left for the Tigers. Open three-pointer on the way is no good. Bounces off the rim a second time, and Naminga clears up the rebound for Pella. Up ahead, here's a drive by Talkie, shot no good. Offensive rebound by Warner, and then she travels.
Yeah, she was trying to get it out to one of the other players before she traveled and couldn't quite find an open lane, and she held on to it as she lifted that back foot a little bit. So good hustle play by her, but just couldn't quite make the pass out.
40 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Grinnell leads 13-10. Drive down the left side of the lane. Scoop shot up, and a tough angled shot by McKnight.
Left-handed even. I don't think she's a left-handed shooter, but she put that up with authority.
15-10. Grinnell with its largest lead of the game at 5. And Pella has the ball with Warner inside to Naminga. Backing her way in. Triple team up and off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Grinnell. Boy, they collapsed down on Naminga and made that tough.
That was a quick triple team.
Now Schmidt fires it right side. Van Kampernoel, 3 seconds.
You know who's
Schmidt
shooting it.
Drives, fires a 16-footer, no good. And at the end of the first quarter, our score is Grinnell 15, Pella 10. We'll be back inside of the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth right after this on KNIA, KRLS.com.
Hi, this is Zach with Midtown Tire and Pella. We know that nobody enjoys waiting around while we service your vehicle. That's why we offer free pickup and delivery, plus a courtesy vehicle if you need to stay on the go. Our waiting room's nice and all, but really, why wait around if you don't have to, even if it's just 30 minutes? We're family owned and operated and are the only full-service tire shop in Pella, offering roadside and on-the-farm service, plus brake repair, suspension, and we're front-end and alignment specialists. Stop by and see us today at 109 East Oskaloosa Street in Pella.
This is Jeff Namiga with Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation in Pella. All I do is mortgages, all day, every day, and wear flannel shirts. But it's the mortgages that you're interested in. We don't do checking accounts, IRAs, or business loans. We do mortgages only. That laser-like focus allows us to dig into your individual situation and find the right mortgage for you. So if you're buying a new home or still need to refi, trust Marion County's mortgage professionals, Fairway in Pella.
Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS number 2289 is an equal housing opportunity lender. LO NMLS 31073. This is not an offer to enter into an agreement. Not all customers will qualify.
Welcome back inside of the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. We're live on KNIA, KRLS.com, and it's Grinnell 15 and Pella 10. Lady Dutch will start quarter number 2 with the ball, down by 5, moving from left to right.
This is kind of a key point here where we got Anna Vanderwall taking a little breather, so here our primary ball handler for most of our offense is getting a little breather, so we got to have some other girls step up and just take care of the basketball and get us into our offense. There's an
over and back. That is now 4 turnovers on Pella, and I mean, I don't want to call that completely unforced, but it's not the typical Grinnell pressure that's causing these turnovers.
Not out in the passing lane or anything. We just kind of inbounded it too deep and too close to the mid-court line.
A couple of Strawver Cellular Instant Radio updates to get to you. Oskaloosa leads Pella Christian 15-4 at the end of the first quarter. Indianola over Newton 14-10. And yeah, that's it again. Our score 15-10 Grinnell, and now a missed shot by the Tigers, rebounded by Naminga. And the Lady Dutch, it's thrown away, but was it tipped by the Tigers? Yes, it was. It'll stay with Pella, right side of the floor, down 5.
Looks like, yeah, Vanderwall's coming back in. Coach Garland realizing he needs some stability in that half-court set.
Lob inbounds to Peterson. Nag has it on the right wing, out to Peterson. Just to the left of the top of the key, fires a 3 that's off the heel of the rim, and a long rebound comes out to the 3-point line for Kenkel for the Tigers. Now Schmidt into transition, leans into a 3 that's no good. Talkie skies for the rebound, and she'll bring it into the front court with a left-hand dribble for Pella. Closely guarded by Harris. Now backs it out to the half-court line. Fires it right side to Peterson, into the post for Nag, through Van Wyk, and we have a whistle and a foul on the floor on Grinnell.
Yeah, that time we were about a half a second late with that entry pass into Neg in the post. She was open, probably could have scored easily, but we were just didn't quite recognize it soon enough. Still got it into her, but wasn't able to score.
Vanderwall into Peterson, left corner, Neg for three. Boom! Madison Neg, her first field goal of the game. Pella down by 2.
Again, the recognition by Peterson is what set that shot up, seeing her wide open in the corner and hit her right on the money and was able to, in motion, score.
Harris for the answer is no good. Too strong for a 3 from the right wing for Grinnell. Rebounded by Reagan Van Wyk, her third. And here comes Pella, left to right, down by 2. Screen from Peterson. Van Wyk working around it, gets it to Vanderwall in the right corner. Left-hand dribble, now Peterson out high, looking for a bounce pass inside to Neg. Kick out Vanderwall, shot fake and a pass to Neg. Screen Vanderwall, Neg for 3 in the lead, no good, rebound Tigers.
Still a good shot, right out of our offense, got it out of her, just right off of the dribble, so you can't beat that for a shot.
Pull-up shot by Schmidt, no good, rebounded by Reagan Van Wyk for the Lady Dutch. Being hounded by Schmidt in the backcourt, knocked it away. Reagan picks it back up. Now Neg has it. Drives and kicks to Vanderwall. And a blocking foul called on Meredith McKnight. Quick congratulations goes out to John Plants of Pella. 3-pointer a moment ago by Neg. The Hy-Vee Fuel Saver winner, John Plants, wins 50 cents on his Hy-Vee Fuel Saver card, which is up to $10 and free gas. Folks, make sure you stop by the Pella Hy-Vee and register for your chance to win Thursday night in the crosstown rivalry Pella Christian matchup in the Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Radio 3-point challenge. Peterson drives down the left side of the lane, all the way to the basket, up and in for 2, and we're tied at 15.
That is huge for the Dutch, because normally she's just kind of our passing post, but she's already put up a shot from 3, which I really love that idea, and that aggressiveness there is critical.
And now Pella almost forces a turnover on the other end, but Grinnell maintains possession in a 15-15 game. Up and under, left-handed shot for the Tigers, no good. And there's Anna Vanderwall with the rebound for Pella.
Good team rebounding. Everybody boxing out, doing a good job on that part of it.
And Lady Dutch almost lost it there. Faith Deers has it, looking for a drive to the free throw line. Runner from 13 feet, off glass, rattles in, and Pella scored 7 in a row, and the Lady Dutch have a 17-15 lead. On the other end, Harris drives and kicks.
Faith had a runner like that for a game winner here one of the times when I was broadcasting.
Oh, here's a drive down the right side of the lane, shot up and good for 2. That was Leah Harris. That ends Pella's 7-0 run. And we're tied at 17. Now that was against Des Moines Christian. That was the night the boys lost their first game of the year. Vanderwall for 3 from the right wing. Off the mark. Rebound by Harris. Tigers looking to push. A little Euro step shot, no good. Rebound for Peterson for Pella. 17 all, 4:14 remaining in the first half. Reagan Van Wyk into the lane, and they say offensive foul Van Wyk as she knocks Hall to the deck.
Probably the right call, but there was certainly some defensive contact prior to that. So it's all right. I still like the idea of them pushing the ball down the floor. Vanderwall looking up the floor. I mean, I think the more often we can beat teams down the floor and get into our offense before they can get set and hound us, we're going to be better off. So I like the idea of pushing the ball down the floor.
Pella 17, Grinnell 17 after a short rest. Ivy Schmidt back into the game for the Tigers. And here's a right corner 3 for Idle, and it's good. Keely Idle. So now 5 in a row for Grinnell as we kind of go back and forth. Pella pushing. Vanderwall, Peterson, yes, and 1. The Lady Dutch beat the Tigers defense back down the floor, and Annika Peterson a chance at a 3-point play.
That's a nice look up the floor, because that's probably at least a half-court pass, and it was right on the money, right in steps, so she could just finish right at the rim. So Peterson, a good job of finishing strong. Good job by Anna looking up the floor again.
And the free throw by Peterson is no good. Rebound eventually controlled by Grinnell. Tigers looking to push the pace a little bit themselves here in a 20-19 game in favor of the Tigers. And a drive inside, and Pella thought they had a block shot. And we get a foul called on Peterson. So far, the calls are not going the way the Lady Dutch fans would like them to.
Not so much. That was, again, probably the right call, maybe. She kind of came on help defense and got herself planted, in his opinion, a little bit slow in getting there. and that caused the turnover. If she hadn't turned it over, it probably wouldn't have been a foul, but he felt like he had to call something, I think.
3:33 remaining until our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. Grinnell 20, Pella 19. McKnight has it. Now Schmidt guarded by Vanderwall. Pella staying in their 2-3 zone defense. There's a drive inside. Looked like a travel to me. Yeah. They're letting her get away with that. Anytime I say Euro step, I really mean travel. And the basket is good.
That was kind of a drag your foot Euro step, but she did get away with it.
So Pella down by 3. Step back 3, Nag. Rims out. That was a toilet bowl shot, no good. Long rebound, eventually controlled at the half-court line and then knocked out of bounds by Pella. It'll stay with the Tigers.
A lot of bodies on the floor. Kids are putting it all out there, so got to love that kind of effort.
Strawver Cellular Instant Radio Update. They are at the half, and PCM leads South Hamilton 16-10. Not a lot of offense there.
Quick ball exchange here. I don't know when they decide to do that, if it goes toward the stands or off the court of play. Not quite as often as we had to in volleyball, I know that, thankfully. These games would last forever.
Oh, boy. Here's Van Compernoll with it, kicks it back out. McKnight has it, drives in the lane. There's that same move, and Pella can't figure it out. McKnight has done that 3 times. Now Nag has it inside. Has it stripped away. Turnover Pella. The Lady Dutch fans are not happy. On the other end, a layup is good. Keeley idle for 2. And now we have a whistle.
I think a timeout.
And a Pella Hy-Vee timeout on the floor with the score. Grinnell 26, Pella 19. And at the risk of sounding critical of the officiating, you've, I think, correctly stated, that I think the calls are right, but there's a lot of contact on both ends. Yeah. And right now, the only ones that are being called are on Pella. When there's contact the other way, it just isn't being called.
Yeah, it just seems, again, depends on one's perspective, but that's part of the game, as anybody who's watched it as long as we both have, so Pella needs to make some adjustments. I think what I would do I know it's not a halftime adjustment yet, but our defenders, our post players, they're so concerned with just being big and tall that they're not moving their feet, and that little Euro step is working, and they're getting around our defenders. I think we can challenge without, being straight-legged and straight-armed and create more of an obstacle for, their post players when they're getting in the lane. So one little tweak, I think, defensively, and I think we just keep taking it. I think the law of averages are going to say, we keep pushing it, we keep getting into the lane. The law of averages got to come back to, where we get a few of these calls.
26-19, Grinnell leads Pella out of the Pella Hy-Vee timeout. Lady Dutch have the ball down by 7 with 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining before halftime. Deers to Vanderwall, wide open for 3.
Nice.
Boom! Anna Vanderwall could not have possibly been more wide open, and she makes the Tigers pay.
That was a set play from the get-go. Came off on a screen. There we go.
That's the first Grinnell turnover of this entire game. A travel is called, and it's 26-21 or 26-22 Grinnell. Pella now with the ball down 4.
So now you have to take advantage of those. I mean, that seems like such common sense basketball, but we have to, again, run our offense, do what we need to do to get another good shot. They're not all going to go in, but let's at least get a good shot before we turn the ball over.
Strawver Cellular Instant Radio Update. It's 30-19 DCG leading Norwalk at the half. Van Wyk double teamed on the block. Kick out. Talkie for 3. Just short, no good. Long rebound into the corner, and a whistle and a foul called on Reagan Van Wyk. The Grinnell player was sealing off to just let the rebound go out of bounds, and Reagan dove in there and committed the foul. That's her second.
That's a good hustle play, but unfortunately, there's only, minute 39 left, so not overly critical, but she'll probably spend the rest of the half on the bench, unfortunately.
Quick look at the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. At the half, it's DCG over Norwalk 30-19. PCM over South Hamilton 16-10. And at the end of the first quarter, Oski over Pella Christian 15-4. Indianola over Newton 14-10. And our score, 26-22 Grinnell, 1:38 remaining in the first half on the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. And a drive and a left-hand shot by McKnight. She's got 11. And the Tigers' lead is back to 28-22. And now Nag driving, contact, somehow got it up from her hip, just crawled over the rim and falls in for an and one.
Yeah, the crazy part about that, with all the contact, she didn't use the glass, and it was all touch. That was a nice looking shot, and again, staying aggressive, not lowering her head and blowing people over, but just staying aggressive and getting the ball to the rim.
Free throw coming for Neg to try to make this a 3-point game is no good. Rebound bounced around.
Good
Peterson
hustle.
saves it, but eventually Schmidt picks it up. Didn't quite get it to go out of bounds. Pella's had 2 opportunities and an and one in this quarter, and they've missed them both. And here's a Grinnell 3 that's no good, but it's all Tigers underneath for the offensive rebound. And now a drive inside, scoop shot left hand. No! Talkie the rebound off the miss by McKnight. 28-24 Grinnell.
Our guards have done a great job on the defensive boards.
Spin move Talkie, kick back out. Vanderwall has it on the right wing. Haley Van Vark is in the game for the first time as Neg drives and bounces it back out to Peterson, and she throws it over Talkie's head out of bounds into the stands.
Again, kind of our third somewhat unforced error. But again, I think adrenaline is riding high and you want to do well, but yet sometimes just the little ones. Opportunities for and ones, like you said, and a couple of missed opportunities where we don't even get a shot, and it's only a 4-point game.
28-24 Grinnell. In case you missed it, presented by the Veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella. The Tigers led 15-10 at the end of the first quarter. Pella scored the first 7 of this quarter to go ahead 17-15, but the Tigers have settled in and they lead 28-24, now 30-24 on an Ivy Schmidt runner. In case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
They're the veterinarian.
And on the other end, Pella is really pushing the pace. Madison Neg drives, works her way around a defender and scores, and it's back to a 4-point game, 30-26.
The best way to beat a harassing defense is to get down the floor before they do.
McKnight traveled. They finally called that slide step with a walk.
And that was probably the least obvious of them all, quite frankly. But we'll take it. Maybe it'll start creating a little doubt in her head. So.
I'd have to really see it on a replay or something like that. But in live action, all of them look like travels to me. Maybe she's got something down with her footwork. Here's Nag for 3. That's way too strong, no good. And as the buzzer sounds, the ball rolls out of bounds. And with the halftime score, Grinnell 30, Pella 26. We'll be back for the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show right after this on KNIA, KRLS.com.
Do you have friends or family coming to Pella? You should give them the full Pella experience and book them the Visit Pella package at the Amsterdam Hotel. They'll get an overnight stay in our beautifully remodeled hotel, plus 2 tickets to the historical village and the Vermeer to spend around town. All for a lot of money to me, but I'm only 8. It's a really great deal. So make your guests a reservation and book the Visit Pella package at the Amsterdam Hotel on the Molengraat in Pella.
This is Dr. Tim Yoder with Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. February is National Pet Dental Month, and I'd like to encourage you to schedule an oral exam for your pet. All of our dental services are discounted during the month of February.
Competition on January 16, Forte under the direction of Rachel Berg and assisted by Nikki Thomas. Forte JV Bomb Team.
and 2019, make sure you look for a capital credit on the electric bill you receive in February.
That's what sets us apart as a member-owned co-op. We give back to our members.
Looking out for you, we are Pella Cooperative Electric.
Shine as one.
Welcome inside of the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. Our score is Grinnell 30, Pella 26. For tires, front end work, their no appointment oil change, and full mechanical work on your vehicle. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. And let's take a look inside the numbers written by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. We'll start first with the Lady Dutch, who have gotten 7 points from Faith Deers, 7 from Madison Nag, 6 from Anna Vanderwall, 4 from Annika Peterson, and 2 from Reagan Van Wyk. For Grinnell, Ivy Schmidt with 12, Meredith McKnight with 11, 5 from Keely Idle, and 2 from Leah Harris. The rebounding is even, 14 apiece. Grinnell has only turned it over twice. Pella has turned it over 7 times, and we've only had 2 free throw shot in the entire game. Lady Dutch have missed both opportunities at an and-one situation. They're 0 of 2. Grinnell has not even shot a free throw yet tonight. The Tigers have made 4 3-point baskets. Pella has also made 4 3-point baskets. Inside the Numbers has been written by Fairway Mortgage. If you're buying a new home or looking to refi, call Jeff Naminga or any member of the team at Marion County's mortgage professionals, Fairway Mortgage in Pella. When we come back with more of our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show, we'll run down the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard and take a look at your second half adjustments presented by DeYoung Door Service live on KNIA-KRLS.com. Grinnell 30, Pella 26.
The Pella Community School District is implementing Franklin Covey's Leader in Me program to empower students with the leadership and life skills they need to thrive in the 21st century. Middle school teacher Blaine Forsythe.
We're really hoping that we can build those skills in those kids at an early age, whether it be kindergarten, middle school, high school, wherever it really connects with them, so that when they get into the real world, they're ready to be leaders.
Pella Community Schools, maximizing life's opportunities for every child. Pella.
At the Pella Hy-Vee, we are now hiring for Isles Online personal shoppers. We have part-time flexible hours available in a fun work environment. And in addition to excellent pay, you'll get a 10% employee discount. I love being an Isles Online shopper because it keeps me active. I get to learn a lot about food. And when I'm doing my laps around the store, I get to see familiar faces from all around town. You'll love it too. Apply online today at Hy-Vee.com and search careers. And join us at the Pella Hy-Vee.
Hi, this is Zach with Midtown Tire and Pella. We know that nobody enjoys waiting around while we service your vehicle. That's why we offer free pickup and delivery, plus a courtesy vehicle if you need to stay on the go. Our waiting room's nice and all, but really, why wait around if you don't have to, even if it's just 30 minutes? We're family owned and operated and are the only full-service tire shop in Pella, offering roadside and on-the-farm service, plus brake repair, suspension, and we're front-end and alignment specialists. Stop by and see us today at 109 East Oskaloosa Street in Pella.
There's a place in downtown Pella that takes you right to the heart of Amsterdam. A working drawbridge and Dutch architecture, providing a classic old world atmosphere. Welcome to the Mollengraat. The Mollengraat is home to some of Pella's finest lodging at the Amsterdam Hotel, dining with Liberty Street Kitchen and Oriental Express, Beautiful You Salon, Pella Nail Salon, and Pella Window and Door Showroom, and many service businesses. You can even take in a movie at Pella Cinemas. Good luck to our local sports teams from the Mollengraat in Pella.
$350 with the Prez listing advantage compared to a 6% commission.
Our 46 home sellers saved an average of $4,790.
But just because we discount our commission doesn't mean you're getting discounted services. We utilize the best marketing tools and the most modern sales processes.
Learn more about the Prez listing advantage and let us sell your home by calling 628-1-BUY for Pella Real Estate Services.
Vermeer Corporation is pleased to support local activities as well as industrial and agricultural equipment customers around the world. The Vermeer team designs, manufactures, and supports equipment that helps communities stay connected to the necessities of life, manage natural resources, and support a vibrant food supply. When you're in the area, be sure to visit the Vermeer Museum and explore the history of the company. Vermeer is committed to making a real impact through all of their business practices. Vermeer Corporation, equipped to do more.
Welcome back inside of our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show live on KNIAKRLS.com. Let's go ahead and run down the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Our score, Grinnell 30, Pella 26. At the half, it's Oskaloosa 19, Pella Christian 9. 22 combined turnovers in the first half in that game. Indianola rolling Newton 38-16. DCG over Norwalk 30-19. And PCM leads South Hamilton 16-10. That is your Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Let's take a look at our second half adjustments presented by DeYoung Door Service. Brian Vanderloon, we've got a ball game here. What do the Lady Dutch need to do in the final 16 minutes?
Well, I kind of touched on it there in that second quarter. I think the post defense really is what we need to, tighten up a little bit. Schmidt's going to do what Schmidt does. She's just a good ball player. She's going to get the shots. We are our top two guards on our zone. They've done a good job, really, of trying to control her. But it's some of that inside game that if we can tighten that up a little bit, because really those are the only two that are scoring. I would, Schmidt's going to get what she's going to get. If we can take that post player out of it a little bit, force somebody else to maybe make some things happen. So I just want to see us do a little better job. Maybe some of that collapsing defense like we saw Grinnell do to our posts.
All right, our second half adjustments have been presented by DeYoung Door Service. One of the quickest ways to adjust the look of your home is with a new garage door. From the gurus of garage doors, DeYoung Door Service in Pella. That'll put a wraps on our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. For tires, front end work, there are no appointment oil change, and full mechanical work on your vehicle. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. Our score is Grinnell 30, Pella 26. You're listening to Lady Dutch Basketball, powered by Bank Iowa on the KRLS 2 stream at KNIAKRLS.com. Bank Iowa supports Pella High and Pella Christian Athletics by donating $10 to the Booster Club for every three-pointer during every home game this season. Go, Lady Dutch, from Bank Iowa.
Trevor, I was going to say not necessarily an adjustment, but kind of adding to my thoughts. Offensively, I think the Dutch have already proven that pushing the ball down the floor is going to lead to their success. So I don't want them to back away from that idea. That may cause a couple of turnovers. I get that, but I think just the mentality of pushing the ball down the floor, making Grinnell play defense earlier, or beating them down before they ever even get a chance to play defense is going to continue offensively to be a key to our success this half.
And while it might look like it's causing some turnovers, it might actually mitigate turnovers, because if you go slow, they're good at forcing turnovers anyway.
That's exactly right. We don't do very well, and we got to pass 10, 15 times before we get a shot up. We rarely ever get to that point.
Grinnell's got the ball to start the third quarter, moving from left to right, leading by a 30-26 advantage, trying to win their 9th straight against the Lady Dutch. And if Ivy Schmidt doesn't miss any shots, they may very well do that. Drives into the lane, puts up a 12-foot runner, and knocks it down.
Like I said, she's got an uncanny ability that you don't see in the girls' game very often. That ability to finish with a little teardrop, little runner, little off the board, just some of those things, especially in traffic.
Wow, Deers missed Vanderwall wide open, flash to the rim. Now Anna right wing three, can't get the roll. Rebound goes out of bounds off Grinnell and over to the Lady Dutch.
Peterson doing a good job crashing that weak side board. Made that go off the Grinnell defender.
Vanderwall triggers it into Peterson, high to the right of the top of the key, through Deers. Now Vanderwall, screen Peterson. Vanderwall at the right elbow, passes it off to Reagan Van Wyk. Looking inside quickly, nothing there. Grinnell 32, Pella 26, early third quarter action. Trevor Castle, Brian Vanderloon with you live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
We're a little disjointed here. Got to get into our set offense.
Deers step back 17-footer, no good. Rebound bounced around and looked like it went out of bounds.
Never did, I guess.
No, it did not. And it was saved and eventually just picked up by Grinnell while it was laying there. And they run it ahead to McKnight. Her layup is no good. Rebound loose on the floor. Tigers have it. And they eventually save it, and a whistle and a foul called on Pella.
I think it's going to be on Reagan again. Another crazy foul that she was just hustling. But she's going to pick up her third and go to the bench early. That kind of hurts because she's done a good job on the defensive boards, and she's also one of our offensive weapons with her scoring.
She's Pella's leading rebounder tonight with 4. Grinnell's got a 32-26 lead. Their largest lead of the game has been 7, and now a chance at 9, and it's good. Ivy Schmidt buries a 3. She's got 17.
Remember that one when we start talking about plays of the game. If things don't turn around for the Dutch. That could be one where things really took a turn in the wrong direction. So it's up to the Dutch here.
Talkie, a very tough running shot that's no good. Peterson rebounds, so another chance for Pella, down by 9. Trying to stay within arm's length with 6:02 to go in the third quarter. Talkie, left side Vanderwall into the corner for Deers. Screen, and Anda dives to the basket. Pass weak side to Nag, and she gets her shot blocked. Rebounded by Schmidt, and here come the Tigers. McKnight's pass was Harris wasn't looking for it, and Deers almost picked it up. Instead, it's Hall in the left corner for 3, and just like that, it is a 12-point game, 38-26 Grinnell.
A little surprised Coach Garland's not going with a timeout here.
Runner for Deers on the left baseline is good.
Good touch by Faith.
That ends an 8-0 run to start the third quarter by Grinnell. 3-ball, left side, no good. But there are 3 white jerseys there, and Grinnell sneaks in. McKnight gets the rebound, and then Nag steals it away, and McKnight commits her second foul.
We were so busy boxing out that we just kind of let the ball bounce, and it's like the old rebounding drill where you let the ball hit the floor and nobody went to go grab it. But fortunately, we did end up coming up with it, and we got a foul.
Grinnell 38, Pella 28, front end of a Little Hawkeye Conference girl-boy doubleheader tonight on KNIA-KRLS.com. The Pella High boys looking to clinch a share of the Little Hawkeye Conference Championship later tonight. Faith Deers buries a 3, and Pella pulls back within a touchdown. Hall on the other end for the answer, no good. Weak side rebound, Kylie Talkie. And the Lady Dutch looking to run. It's knocked away from Talkie from behind. Vanderwall picks it up. Almost pushed off on Schmidt. Got to be careful there. And then Hull just runs over Nag. No call. And it's Grinnell ball. Come on.
Well,
that was a total miscall. Hull absolutely ran over Madison Nag. No wonder the ball went by her out of bounds.
She was, oh boy.
And Jared Garland is not happy.
Well, now we've got to see if we can bounce back from a really bad call.
38-31, Grinnell leads by 7. 4:33 remaining here in the third quarter. Left wing for the Tigers, bounce pass inside. Now from the right elbow. Drive inside, shot, and they get Hamminga with the little bump.
You knew that would bring the Pella fans up because that was... It was a foul.
Yep, it was.
It was a foul, but they're again looking for some equal love for their team.
First 2 free throws tonight for Grinnell. Pella's shot 2 free throws only as well, and McKnight misses.
So we've kind of weathered a little storm, had a bad call, had Grinnell on a little run here. If we can get an offensive rebound here, and one of the things that I like about the Dutch is they're running an offense with a purpose. They're getting people open. They're setting screens and getting them open. Now we got to weather this press.
Yep, Grinnell into the press after the make on the free throw. Vanderwall pushing up with the left hand and gets it to go. Wasn't quite sure that was going to drop home, but the English rolled it in. 39-33 Grinnell, 4:10 remaining in the third quarter. Here's a drive into the lane, kick it left side, controlled by Van Compernol. Talkie defending, and now out to Schmidt between the rings. Van Compernol, left wing 3, too strong. Rebound, Jasmine Namminga. Had it with her right hand, snatched it with both. Now Vanderwall to Talkie, into the lane, knocked out of bounds, and it will stay with the Lady Dutch. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic, a 30-26 Grinnell halftime lead. They scored the first 8 of the quarter, but since then, Pella scored 7 of the last 8, and it's 39-33 Grinnell. Namminga misses the shot, rebound bounces around, and controlled by the Tigers. In case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
They're the veterinarians.
39-33 Grinnell. Drive, scoop shot, no good. Nag gets the rebound, and a reach-in foul by McKnight for the Tigers.
Interesting. I wouldn't say it's getting chippy, but it is getting a little feistier.
They caught Kenkel, pardon me, on the foul.
Which is what you'd expect out of a formidable conference foe that you have not had very much success against.
Now Vanderwall gets to the rim. Just kind of bobbed and weaved her way down the left side of the lane and up off glass for 2 and a whistle, and Grinnell calls a Pella Hy-Vee timeout.
She's been a lot more aggressive the last 2 or 3 ball games, and that's really led to some good things for the Dutch.
39-35 is the score. Now, to our Tiger fans out there, because we got to remember, on YouTube especially, they're watching, and you know, it's easy to say, and in fact, if I'm in their shoes, I'm probably, well, we got the Homer Pella announcers up in the booth, and yeah, we're making no bones about the fact that we're cheering for the Lady Dutch, but I'm also going to call it how I see it.
Right.
When one of our players gets just blatantly knocked to the floor, no call, that's a missed call.
That's a missed call. And, yep, I mean, like I said, there hasn't been very many calls that I wouldn't agree that technically that they are what they're calling, but it's just, again, when you're sitting on our side of the gym, it seems like a disproportionate amount, probably like the Super Bowl, it looked like,
It's kind of like any time you play Tom Brady, you feel like you're the one on the short end of the calls?
Yeah, something like that. You're the only team that's getting called for defensive holding.
There's a Grinnell 3, big shot out of the timeout. Caitlin Van Compernol, and Grinnell stretches its lead back to 42-35. Vanderwall gives it off to Deers. Pump fake on a shot. Now Naminga between the rings. Inside to Nag. Wheels, shoots with her left hand, partially blocked by McKnight and rebounded by Grinnell. Here come the Tigers up by 7. Nag's got a couple of those shots blocked. Ball went into the backcourt. Official says it was tipped.
She missed it.
Pella didn't see the tip. Now a drive by Schmidt. Kick out into the corner for 3.
That hurts. A potential over and back call, and they come back and hit a bucket.
Now Pella to push with Nag and a whistle. Offensive foul.
Well, we sit in silence. And
I've got nothing good to say, Brian, so I'm just not going to say anything at all. Usually for a radio guy, that's not okay, but I'd rather bite my tongue than say something I'll regret later.
Yep, that's probably good wisdom on your part.
45-35 Grinnell, 2:10 to go in the third quarter, and another three-pointer for Hayden Hall. And Grinnell taking advantage, and they lead 48-35. Here's Deers for 3. That's short, no good, and the weak side rebound pops off to Ivy Schmidt. 1:55 remaining here in the third quarter. Scoop shot Schmidt on a drive. Can't handle it. Vanderwall touches the rebound. It goes out of bounds to Grinnell.
Yeah, that time it would have been nice to be able to secure that rebound. So, again, we got to kind of weather this storm. I keep coming back to that, but, Grinnell came back on us. We've proven we can play with this team. We just kind of have to weather the ebbs and flows of the game.
And there's another three-pointer by Hayden Hall, her third of the quarter. And in the blink of an eye, it is Grinnell 51, Pella 35, and we have a Pella Hy-Vee timeout on the floor. And without focusing on the call, Brian, this was a 6-point game, and Grinnell had what we thought was an over and back, or could have been an over and back violation. The official said it was touched by Pella. Pella's bench clearly thought it was not touched. Since then, it's all of a sudden it's a 15-point game. So whether that was the right or wrong call, Grinnell has taken advantage, and Pella has not responded well.
Right, and that's the sign of a good team. I mean, hats off to Grinnell. Sometimes you get breaks, whether they're merited or not, whether it's a good call, bad call, and so right now the Lady Dutch have an opportunity to do to Grinnell what Grinnell did to them on their home floor. We can get hot, we've proven we can score against this team. We just got to tighten up our defense, and it's not like we need to come back. Let's chip away at this thing. Look at the time, again, referring to the time our boys got beat. That game was all but over in everybody in the gym's mind except the Des Moines Christian players and their coach. So again, it'll be a test. Pella against a good quality team. They've played well against good quality teams. Right now, they just got to try to find that next gear. Defensively, starting on the defensive end, getting hands up, securing, giving only one shot, and then just getting shots up and trying to make a little dent here.
Inside to Naminga, over two defenders, off glass rattles out, rebound, Talkie!
There we go.
Second chance, yes! And a three-point opportunity with Kylie Talkie getting her first bucket of the game.
That starts with making free throws when the clock is not running. Those little point here and a point there without the clock running. When you got to make a lot up, ground up, those are key points here and there. They don't look like much at the time, but that's how it has to start.
So Talkie with the free throw opportunity on the Grinnell foul, and the free throw is good. And we do have a quick Strawberry Cellular Instant Radio update. End of the third quarter, DCG leads Norwalk 41-36, and PCM over South Hamilton 22-14 on a Strawberry Cellular Instant Radio update. Another three-pointer. Hayden Hall, they're all from the left corner in front of the Grinnell bench. That one popped off, kicked down, and in, and it's 54-38. Reagan Van Wyk, left baseline drive, no good. Rebound, Keeley Idle. 1:05 to go here in the third quarter. Grinnell leads 54-38. They have made 7 three-pointers in this quarter. That was a heat check air ball, but an offensive rebound, and Van Compernol can't find the range on a second chance. Rebounded by Van Wyk.
We need to see if we can get a shot, at least a score.
Skip pass, Anna Vanderwall. Left wing three for Pella is off the mark. Long rebound out to Ivy Schmidt for Grinnell. Pushing the pace. Schmidt drives, leans, floats, no good. Rebound Naminga. 4 rebounds for Jasmine. 30 seconds to go, and third quarter action. We've got a whistle and a foul on Grinnell.
Grinnell being overly aggressive there, kind of the proverbial silly foul. So now we're going to give Anna a little breather here through the quarter. We certainly are going to, if we're going to make any kind of a run, we're going to need her on the floor. So give her a little extended break over the quarter, give her a chance to get her legs back a little bit. But by the same token, if we want to have any kind of a shot, we need to make a small dent in this, even though there's only a handful of seconds left here.
Every second is precious. There's only 8.5 minutes left in the game, and Pella's down by 16. Got to outscore them by 2 points a minute.
Yeah, we're not that much of an offensive juggernaut. We're going to have to score and score relatively quickly with aggressiveness.
Pella does have the arrow to start the fourth quarter, so see if they can get the old double. Warner leans inside. Offensive foul.
Well, we will continue to play hard.
(54-38) Grinnell. 11 seconds remaining. Schmidt has it for the Tigers, drives inside, knocked away by Talkie. 1 second left. Talkie lost it, and before Nag can shoot and score, the buzzer sounds. And at the end of the third quarter, the score is Grinnell 54 and Pella 38. We'll be back with the fourth quarter of action right after this inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
Some people think I'm crazy, but I love watching the snowfall. And as we get settled in for these winter months here in Iowa, think about how your family spends those snow days or snowed-in nights. If your family is like mine, we all rely heavily on our internet service. And if you don't have that reliable internet where you live, I invite you to check out U.S. Cellular's high-speed internet service for your home. Reliable service, easy setup, and affordable prices. See store for more details. Strawberry Cellular, your locally owned authorized agent for U.S. Cellular in downtown Pella.
Mark Van Gorp of Pella recently had Cabinet Design and Mike Blom do some remodeling on his home, and he highly recommends you hire them too.
I would recommend Mike and Cabinet Design to anyone who has any type of project, big or small. If you're looking for someone who has unique ideas and somebody who is very accessible and who really enjoys what he does, then Mike is definitely the guy to work with.
Hi, I'm Mike Blom, the Cabinet Guy. Cabinet Design of Pella, where we expand and enhance your ideas beyond your expectations.
Folding the fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
I'm Lance Klein with the Verduff Agency. For safe, sound, secure insurance protection from auto owners, call the Verduff Agency, 628-3801.
Welcome back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. We're live on KNIA, KRLS.com. And Grinnell leads Pella 54-38. Trevor Castle, Brian Vandaloon with you, and Madison Nag drives and gets fouled.
So if you're not going to shoot a three, which I'm not saying you have to every time, what Madison did there is smart basketball because she's making the official make a call. We're going to be able to maybe chip away. We got to hit the free throws, obviously, if we get there. But, if you don't feel like you got a three, take it strong to the hoop. We're not going to be able to dally around and take 10, 12, 14 seconds every time, quite frankly. We need to get the ball toward the hoop one way or the other relatively quickly every time we get our hands on it.
Nag made the first free throw and makes the second free throw. She's got 9 points for the Lady Dutch, and it's 54-40 Grinnell.
Schmidt's just too good of a ball handler for us to really put any kind of pressure on full court.
And we get a drive and a whistle and a foul on Pella. And Van Wyk slow getting up there as she commits her 4th foul.
She took the worst of that, and
yes,
she did commit the foul. But again, making them earn it. We'll see if they, if we can 2 for 1 and the clock is stopped. We'll just hope that they hit a cold streak on free throws.
McKnight makes the first free throw. Strauver Cellular Instant Radio Update. Oskaloosa leads Pella Christian 24-21 at the end of the third quarter. Allison Van Gorp with 13 points. She is 7 shy of 1,000 for her career. So we'll either get that tonight or on Thursday when the Eagles come here to Pella High. Both free throws good by McKnight. 56-40 is the score. 3 ball by Deers is no good, and the rebound controlled by Kenkel. If Pella's got to come back in him, it's got to be quick. Here's a knockaway and a steal. Deers has it for Pella. 1-on-3. Grinnell getting back defensively, and McKnight called with the foul. That is her third.
Again, it's the mindset that we have to have right now that, where you got to take advantage. I know a 16-point lead, that seems like a lot. Crazier things have happened. I've seen teams, all of a sudden, that basket looks huge in the third quarter for Grinnell. It can start looking pretty small, but again, if we can chip away with some free throws and then maybe hit a 3 or 2 and get it down to, 10-point game with 3 or 4 minutes, then who knows, Then a couple of threes on our part and we're right back in business.
6:45 to go. Deers made the first free throw. Second one coming short. Pops around and pops off. And then it was controlled on the rebound by Hall. And she just throws it away. Her teammate wasn't looking for it, and Grinnell turns it over. They only turned it over 3 times in the first 3 quarters. That's 2 here in the last 30 seconds.
I'd say if we can get it down to under 10 at about the 3 or 4 minute mark, that'll be kind of a goal that I would set if I were on the team. Let's just chip away and get there.
56-41, Grinnell leads, and Vanderwall threw it to Naminga, wasn't quite looking for it, picks it up, and then Talkie's pass is kicked out of bounds by Grinnell.
Again, I keep repeating myself, but we just got to stay aggressive and make those officials make a call.
Here's Talkie underneath the bucket. Shot no good. Offensive rebound, Naminga. Second chance, no. Another second chance. I guess that would be called a third chance for Naminga. No, but she draws the foul.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. She quickly put the ball with a little baby dribble in there that probably ruined her chance for the wide open shot on the first one, but she stayed with it, and now we just got to, again, chip away.
2 free throws here for Naminga. First one, no good. Tonight's creative idea drawn up by Brand Appeal, Brian, here early in the fourth quarter. You're down by 15. Many people would think, well, you just got to start shooting threes. But as you said, you got to avoid that trap that you just can't fire the first shot just because it's a shot.
Right. And I think, again, we're if we were hot and on fire, if we had somebody that, just caught fire, then you can go to them without hesitation. But, we don't have that player right now. Now that can come, but it also comes with confidence and starting to see that lead starting to shrivel. And we can do that with the clock stop. I like that mentality. So we got to stay tough on the defensive end because Grinnell's just going to do this little pitch play.
Here's a drive and a left-hand layup for Hall. Tonight's creative idea was brought to you by Brand Appeal. When your team needs creative ideas, call the team at Brand Appeal, your creative agency for all of your print, web, video, and interactive needs. Brand Appeal is relentless for you. On a missed three-pointer, Harris rebounds for Grinnell. Now Vanderwall for Pella. Bounce pass, Nag running the floor and paying it off with the layup for Madison Nag. She becomes Pella's third double-digit scorer. The Lady Dutch down 14.
Again, a great assist by Vanderwall. There we go.
And now a throwaway by Grinnell. Tigers were trying to get the timeout. You can't call timeout when the ball's in the air. At least I don't believe you can.
Now he's still
the Tigers did not have possession of the ball when he was trying to call the timeout.
He knew that his player was in trouble, and he was trying to bail her out with a timeout. But like you said, the ball was kind of flying to Nowheresville, and the official didn't grant it to him. Either he's that or he was really hard of hearing.
Now inside, there's Peterson for two on the feed from Deers.
Nice job of clearing out and creating some space. Now he's got the timeout.
Yeah, to reiterate what happened is we do get a quick Pella Hy-Vee timeout called by Grinnell. As you said, the Grinnell offensive player was in some trouble. He may have started to call the timeout when she was trapped. Official, didn't hear it right away. And then there was a long cross-court pass, and even while the ball's in the air, still trying to call timeout. Well, that you can't do. If the ball's in the air, it's no longer your ball, and you can only call a timeout in that situation when you have possession of the ball.
So here we are, Trevor. 12-point game?
Yep, 58-46, 35 seconds to go.
So we're right on course for my little plan of action to come back into this thing. Wouldn't that be something if that actually happened?
That would be sweet. I've got it on tape, too. Hey, let's run down the Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard. All of our games are at the end of the third quarter. Oski leads Pella Christian 24-21. Indianola over Newton 48-31. DCG over Norwalk 41-36. And PCM over South Hamilton 22-14. Our score 58-46. Grinnell. The Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard. Marion County's financial leader is Marion County Bank. With offices in Pella, Knoxville, and Melcher Dallas, they are serving you and building community across the county.
I look for Schmidt to take over, or at least attempt to.
How about the three-pointer from the left corner for Lauren Pease? Yes.
Wow, they have found a spot there that they like on our floor.
That is 12 three-pointers in this game for Grinnell. Trying to get it to Nag inside. Nice catch deep on the block. Can't finish the tough angle. Rebounded by Harris. Grinnell up by 14. But they only give her a 2 on that last one. I thought that was a clear 3.
Hey, we'll take it.
They must have only given her a 2-pointer. Shot no good there. Rebounded by Nag and a foul on Pease.
We should be shooting, I would guess. So here's where, again, clock's not running.
With 4:33 to go, it's a lot of time to be shooting free throws.
Yeah, I mean, we're not in the bonus yet. So we get a chance to score a couple here without the clock running, which is exactly what you want when you're down by as many as we have been.
So 1-1 here for Madison Nag, firing from right to left. First free throw, good.
And we're going to have to play some good quality defense because, again, Schmidt's a good ball handler. So, if this kind of gets down to that 10-point where we're not going to be able to let them run 30 or 40, we're going to have to just play the foul game and hope that they don't convert at some point because I think she's too good a ball handler for us to just kind of follow her around for 30 seconds. We don't have that time to kill.
Both free throws good by Nag as we've got a Stravers Cellular Instant Radio update. The Dallas Center Grimes girls have done what Pella hopes to do later tonight, and that is clinch a share of the Little Hawkeye Conference Championship. DCG beats Norwalk 54-42.
1-2-1-1 full court trapping defense by the Dutch. Doesn't really create much, but if we can get them out of their system a little bit, that's good.
Here's a drive by Schmidt, gets in close and flips it up from 4 feet away for 2.
She does what you see a lot of guys do, where she almost like she cups the ball in between her wrist and her forearm just to protect it, and she goes into traffic and scores.
Nag left wing three, just off the mark, no good. Deers punches the rebound away from Schmidt, but it's controlled by Harris. She and Schmidt have 7 rebounds each, a team high for the game, and Grinnell, and a whistle and a Pella Hy-Vee timeout called by the Tigers. Our score is Grinnell 62, Pella 48. We'll be back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
Hi, this is Mike at Langstrad Auto Body. Winter's finally here, and along with it comes the inevitable. That's right, you've heard this before. Along with basketball and wrestling, we get bumper cars, car hockey, and even a little unwanted ditch riding. Accidents happen. At Langstrad Auto Body, we pride ourselves in getting your car in and out quickly and doing a quality repair. Our 100% satisfaction guarantee goes out the door with every vehicle. If your car is in need of some attention, come out and see us at Langstrad Auto Body. You'll be glad you did. Langstrad Auto Body, where you don't have to look for quality repair.
Because we're the best.
Hi, this is Ashley from Kinetic Edge in Pella. I have the privilege of working with occupational therapy clients of all ages, but a lot of my days are spent with our youngest clients, kids. Did you know that occupational therapy can benefit kids who struggle with behavior issues, picky eating, fine motor delays, and staying focused? If you think your child would be a good candidate, give Kinetic Edge a call today at 621-0230 or visit us at kineticedgept.com. We'd love to discuss your options.
Well, there is the 12th three-pointer for Grinnell. Hayden Hall makes her 5th of this half. Out of the Pella Hy-Vee timeout, the Tigers get 3. Neg gets 2, and it's 65-50 Grinnell with 3:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Tigers are out in front. Now a drive by McKnight, leans in on Deers, blocking foul Pella. 3-point try coming up for Meredith McKnight.
Yeah, we were in scamper mode defensively there from the get-go, and Grinnell did a nice job of just taking to the hoop, and we were late with our help defense.
Will be McKnight back in the lineup for the Tigers for 25. Caitlin Van Cumberland.
And you've been very optimistic in this second half, Brian, but
it's not
with 3:22 left, we're down 17. And free throws no good. Rebound by Kylie Talkie. I mean, it takes the most optimistic of optimists. And here's Anna Vanderwall. Pella's not giving up. Drives down the left side of the lane. Knocks it in for 2.
Again, I like, there are so many good signs out of this game. It's going to end up being another loss, but there are some incredibly positive signs. I said at half we were going to have somebody else step up to beat us, and boy, did she.
Yes, she did. Hayden Hall has 17 points in this half. Pella got a rebound off a Grinnell miss by Warner, and then a miss, or Grinnell gets a Pella turnover rather. Schmidt has it down in front, and Hayden Hall scores.
1 on 3. That time we were probably lucky we didn't end up fouling and giving a 3-point opportunity, but again, some lessons to be learned. Every game is a learning lesson.
69-52 Grinnell, inside to Warner. Tough shot over Hall, no good. Rebounded by Warner. 3 ball coming from the top of the key for Talkie. Yes! Kylie Talkie say congratulations to Chris Glidewell of Monroe. You've won 50 cents on your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver card with that 3-pointer by Kylie Talkie. That's up to $10 in free gas. Folks, make sure you stop by the Pella Hy-Vee and register for your chance to win during Thursday night's Pella Christian Showdown right back here at Pella High School in the Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Radio 3-Point Challenge. So Pella will fall to 10-10, 6-7 in the Little Hawkeye Conference, which means Thursday's game against PC. By the way, the Eagles beat Pella. Big for 2. I mean, it gets you above 500 to finish the season, and it gets you back to 500 in Little Hawkeye Conference play.
That was probably another game that, at least in the Pella players' minds, that they felt like probably slipped away from them. So had a couple of opportunities, and they had opportunities up until about midway through that third quarter tonight.
69-55 Grinnell leads. Hayden Hall has scored 19 points, all in the second half for Grinnell. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic, as the Tigers have pulled away. Schmidt scored 12 and McKnight 11 in the first half, and it's Hall's 19 have been the big difference in the second half. In case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
They're the veterinarians.
Let's make it 21 as Hall scores.
You don't have their season stats Do you?
I don't have them.
Yeah, I'd
handy.
just be curious where she's at on there. As far as she looked like she wasn't even a part of the offense the first half. That was just, and maybe she is normally, but just had a quiet first half. But
And Van Wyck lost it out of bounds, but it's touched last by Grinnell. And it's so fun. I mean, you've played this game, Brian, for a long time, and sometimes it just takes a little spark to light an inferno. And Hull hit one three-pointer in the corner, then another, and another.
And that basket just kept getting bigger and bigger, and then she felt like she couldn't miss. And then for a while, it sure seemed like that was the truth.
71-55 Grinnell. Here's Vanderwall for three. Anna Vanderwall is having a really solid game for the Dutch.
And that's like the third one in a row for her. Her aggressiveness is noticeably more improved.
There is a three-pointer for Grinnell for Megan Moss.
I think if we could have just taken that hot, that's like the old game of in the old NBA hot shot where the corner seems to be lit up and they get extra points.
Missed three by Pella. McKnight rebounds. We're under a minute to go in the ball game. Here's another Moss three from the right corner. Nope, got to go to the other side. It's no good. Rebounded by Idle.
Force them to the right corner, girls. We maybe should. That should have been my halftime adjustment, perhaps.
Go cut that chunk of the floor out and put it in storage.
Double team anyone in the left corner. Leave them open in the right.
And here's Schmidt with a drive. She got around the defense and goes in and lays it in for two. And we have a whistle and a Pella Hy-Vee timeout. Just enough time for a substitution here.
Nope, they're going to talk about it.
Oh, they are? Okay. Well, let's talk about the road ahead, presented by Two Rivers Cooperative. 48 hours from now, Andrew Schneider and I will be right back here on Eagle Lane for Pella and Pella Christian. Second go-around. The Eagles girls beat Pella the first time. Pella boys looked like they were in complete control of I think a 16-point lead. And Pella Christian had a shot with a couple of minutes left, but Pella did win at PC in the boys game. It's the final regular season doubleheader coming up on Thursday night.
Again, anybody who's been around, for any number of years, typically you can throw all the stuff on paper out. It's just there's just a great equalizer about that rivalry, and which makes it the fun one that it is. So it's good for both teams. I think Pella Christian is going to be looking. The girls have been looking for to kind of get back on the rise of things again as they head toward their tournament play sooner than the Pella girls do, and again Pella Christian as well. They're feeling like, oh man, we maybe let one slip away. We can play with these guys, and what a feather in their cap that would be. So
5:45 pregame on Thursday, 6:15 for the opening tip on 92.1 KRLS. On the road ahead, presented by Two Rivers Cooperative. Keep your vehicle running smoothly on the road ahead by filling up with Cenex top-tier detergent gasoline at the Two Rivers Cartridge pumps in Pella and Otley, celebrating 100 years as a local farmer-owned co-op. Vanderleest called to the foul for Grinnell. 1-and-1 opportunity coming up for Pella's Madison Nag.
So this one, again, it's going to be nearly a 20-point victory by the Tigers, but it certainly played much closer than that for the first 2.5, 3 quarters.
Well, it was a 4-point game at halftime, and even after a 8-0 run to start the third quarter by Grinnell, Pella got a few buckets, kind of started.
And we were down to 12 with 4 minutes to go. So, it was not out of the realm of possibilities. And Grinnell, to their credit, they hit some big shots down the end, hit some free throws. And
Nag makes both free throws. Our score is Grinnell 76, Pella 60. 10 seconds to go. And we'll see if the Tigers try to score. There's a drive, and we've got a whistle and a foul on the floor. We'll send Grinnell to the line for a 1-and-1 on Pella's 7th foul. Stryver Cellular Instant Radio Update. Pella Christian loses to Oskaloosa tonight, 45-36. Allison Van Gorp, another double-double, 19 points, 13 rebounds. She is 1 point shy of 1,000 for her career. She'll get that on Thursday night.
Yes, she'll get that in the first 42 seconds.
All right. I'll
mark that down
I'll
here.
Check that.
Mark it on the wood up here in the press box.
Both free throws are good. Pella with one last three from Reagan Van Wyk. Off the mark, no good. And our final score, the Tigers with a huge second half pull away from Pella. Grinnell 78, the Lady Dutch 60. We'll be back with our Cabinet Design of Pella radio postgame show right after this on KNIA-KRLS.com.
Even a mild winter can take a toll on your roof. Between the freeze and the thaw, you may need new shingles. Certainly, if you're going to get new shingles, you're going to get CertainTeed shingles from Dutch Mill Supply in Pella. CertainTeed Roofing offers a wide array